What's happening, boys and girls? I am the Anthromental, and welcome back to Today in Gaming, your weekly digest of the world of gaming news, rumors, and whatever the hell else we can think of to tie into video games. So, it's been a little while. I saw y'all last week. Now that this show is going to a weekly format, I got a little bit to catch up on since the last time I did one of these. So, it's kind of gonna be a run through of a bunch of different things jumping around from here and there. So, please just bear with me as we get through this. And if I leave off anything or forget anything, you know what to do. Just drop that comment down below and tell me that I'm a moron for forgetting to talk about X or whatever the hell X is. X is a variable. You know, like math. Remember math? I don't remember math. That's why I didn't major in it. Anyways, so first things first, gonna kind of go from the most recent stories to the least recent, starting with today. I think it's, how do you know, say the name? Dynasty Warriors devs. They announced that Dynasty Warriors 9, which will be the first open world Dynasty Warriors in the series, is coming to Xbox One, PS4, and PC. I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird. So, just be on the lookout. There has not been a release date set as of yet, but it's cool to know that it is coming to all the systems. So, if you're a Dynasty Warriors fan, whatever your candy is, you're going to be able to eat it, except for if you're on Nintendo. But yeah, that happens. So, but y'all got the Zelda Dynasty Warriors game, so piss off. Next cool thing that's coming out is the game Thumper, which is a rhythm-based, it looks beautiful, the music is awesome. It's finally coming to Xbox One. Previously, it was a PS4 and a PC game only, and it did have PSVR support, and people said it was really cool and really fun. So, I can't wait to see this come to Xbox One, because you know me, I'm an Xbox fanboy, so I will always do that, and plus I love achievements. So, that is something really to look forward to if you have an Xbox One. Speaking of some stuff coming to the Xbox One soon, some screenshots have been seen and kind of spotted around that Spotify is getting an upgrade to be an app on Xbox. So, we should see some integration in that in the future. If you're part of the preview ring or some of the beta builds of Xbox Live, you can probably expect to see some of that here coming up in the future. I am myself, so if I do end up seeing it on mine, I will pass along the information and let you know that it is coming up. Hopefully we see some kind of integration with games like Forza or other kind of driving games where you can just play it over the top of it or underneath it or whatever. Be super cool to have something like that in there as well. Even really cool for those of us that stream straight from console, that if you can add that into the console support as well, like into the streaming support, so you can have multiple things going on at once, that would be top. So, going on forward, some Overwatch news for you. Of course, there's always Overwatch news, but this time it's coming along the lines of the summer games are coming back as of next week in a developer update by Jeff Kaplan, I believe his name is, if I'm not mistaking that. The summer games are coming back. They're adding ranked Lucio Ball this time, which was the soccer. It was 3v3 Lucio, and it was pretty fun. They have added achievements, trophies, and whatnot to it. And, of course, all your favorite skins from that are coming back. So if you didn't get them the first time, like myself, then you'll be able to get them now. Which, just get back into Overwatch and playing it, and you'll be able to do it. So, next things next. That didn't make any sense, but I guess so. Some Final Fantasy 15 news. So first thing, I'm actually going to jump way back first and then kind of come back forward in terms of like present news to the past news to present news. So Forza Horizon 3, which is Forza Horizon is like kind of like zany racing game that of the Forza world, while Forza Motorsport is like the driver sim world. Forza Horizon is like the over the top kind of world a little bit, and Forza Horizon 3 got a crossover with Final Fantasy 15. Which, really weird. But the regalia from Final Fantasy 15, the regular regalia, not the Type D or the Type F yet, is being added in as a free DLC for anybody that's played Final Fantasy 15. At least that's how it was for me. I got a message the other day from Xbox Live and just said, hey, you played Final Fantasy 15. Here's a free car for you. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited for it. And Forza is always adding more and more cars to everything. So that's pretty cool. Some more Final Fantasy 15 news. Final Fantasy 15 multiplayer DLC was announced and has gone into beta, as some people have been able to show it off so far. And apparently it has a really detailed content creator. It's not going to be like you're playing as one of the four main boys. You're going to be playing as your own character, and you can create your, it's a one-person created character, and then you play in like a squad of 4 created characters, I believe. Probably some dungeon clearing and other stuff that has to go on with that. We got to just see as more and more as this comes out. I mean, the development of Final Fantasy 15 already has been insane, and all this stuff that's coming out afterwards, I mean, I don't even... It's crazy to me. So, next thing that we have seen regarding kind of in the same line as Xbox news, but not really, but on the Xbox Live servers, there were some screenshots of an unannounced Midnight Club game that were found. There have been no announcements, no other news, nothing really seen, so all we have is speculation and rumors. People are speculating that it's probably just a remaster of previous Midnight Club titles, which would be awesome because I remember playing Midnight Club 2 a lot. That game was really, really fun. A lot, just really kind of over-the-top street racing. Really, that was the one that kind of set the bar before Need for Speed did it in terms of like Underground and Underground 2 and then Blacklist or whatever it was called. Most Wanted, that's what it was called. And, things like that. So, I'm excited to see, exactly what happens with that in the future. Maybe it is just a remaster. If it is a brand new Midnight Club game, which would directly compete with the new... what is that other new game that's coming out? We saw the demo of crap. I'll go back to my E3 notes and see if I can't find some notes about whatever game that was. Hang on. And no, we didn't see it there. It wasn't the Bethesda, it was the EA conference, wasn't it? So what was that game? Hang on. I swear. Oh, Need for Speed. The new Need for Speed game. Of course. Well, I already mentioned it. So maybe we're going to see another kind of slew of these underground racing games come back out to the forefront because of, I guess, the times. Maybe it's just time. 10 years later down the road, we probably need another one of these games coming out, right? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. So, last but not least, actually, that's not last. There's 2 more things here. EA has announced there will be a new Battlefield title as of next year. That's the only thing that they've said. They have not said what the setting will be or anything else. Judging by the huge success that Battlefield 1 has enjoyed, and we're probably going to be timidly looking at how Call of Duty World War II does this time around, I can pretty much guess, I'm about 70% sure they're going to stay in the past. They're going to stick with like what works, and probably World War II. Hopefully they don't title it Battlefield 2 and just mess everybody up, because they might do that. I still have my reservations about Battlefield 1 in the name only. But let's, open mind, open heart, open mind. Let's see what happens there. Last thing to tell you about is that the Destiny 2 beta finally got a date over the last week or so. Its date was set for August 28th, so at the end of this month. And there were system specs revealed. I didn't write them all down, but I will pass that along to you in the links below for all the other news stories. Of course, the links are down there for all my references. So be excited, because that Destiny 2 stuff is finally coming out here. And, I mean, we're right on the corner. It did get a release date, of course, in October is when it releases for PC. Next month, in like September 5th, I think, is when it releases for both consoles. So we're right on the corner from it, guys. Anywho, thank you so much for tuning in today. Did I miss anything? Is there any other story I should have covered that I didn't? Did I miss something? I try and stay away from too much of the drama and stuff like that. I'd like to keep it focused on the games. So if there is something else that kind of transcends that and you think I should have covered, let me know about it. If you like this video, did I talk about anything you didn't know about, give me that thumbs up. And if you didn't, if I said it, if you're just like, hey, I already knew all this, you're dumb, you shouldn't do this, give me a thumbs down, let me know why. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, become a metalhead, be part of the Anthem Metal Army, or what did I call it? The Metal Militia, that's what it is. Anthem Metal Army is another term of it. So, anywho, thanks again, guys. I really appreciate it. Again, I'm the Anthem Metal. This was Today in Gaming, and I'll see y'all next week.